Greetings. Once again, it's your elder brother, Blacklight. See, morality is the name of Islam. See, your moral conduct was stripped away from you when being brought over here by your slave master. The Willie Lynch theory, it could be a theory, but it's science also. Because Nipsey Hussle said, this is a marathon. It's a generational war that we in. So they wait till the weakest generation comes, and that's when they do their damage. That's how the Moors got kicked out of Europe, because after 700 years, they got fat, mixing in with the Caucasoid and this woman. When you see Othello, that's what it indicates. Othello fell in love with a Caucasian woman, and he ended up murdering her and himself also. And that's what's happening here nowadays. The Caucasians start getting friendly with you and letting you date his daughter, and now we got homosexuals running politics now. So everything that it says in the Bible, the United States went against it. For example, usury. In steps the Federal Reserve. That's why you paying taxes, property taxes, all types of taxes, really. I mean, I'll be here all day naming all the taxes that you pay, because like driver's license, that's a tax to drive on their roads. And when you study how the European got all of this, how the Caucasian got all of this, he did it illegally, on the outlaw tip, outside of God's laws. But nowadays can't nobody check him. If you try to check him, you might get checked. Because people, are afraid to come straight out. I was listening to Al Sharpton in the Senate hearing, and the guy was talking about Sharpton is an anti-Semitic, and Sharpton was going backwards, saying he didn't say that. and he was trying to explain himself, and the guy wouldn't give him no chance to explain, and it got heated up in there. But see, Al Sharpton rubbed shoulders with him, with, with NBC, with the fake news. See what I'm saying? And see, that's how our children were being raised, on fake television. Mickey Mouse. They started thinking that Bugs Bunny could talk. Mickey Mouse. Because your parents had to work so they could pay their rent. And if they didn't pay their rent, they get kicked out. There never was a time in history where you were living in a village or a city and you got kicked out your house for not paying rent. You didn't have to pay rent back then. If you think about it, if we had this type of pandemic back then, there wouldn't be nobody on the planet. See, we were living closer to nature, closer to the Most High. We were tuned up in close range, in close proximity to our Father, which art in heaven. But the devil, his job is to make you like him. And he does it by any means necessary. And the thing about it, you're falling for it. You got brothers on YouTube now talking about the draft, the NFL draft, or baseball, football, boxing. They're not paying no attention to what's going on around them. You know, they hooked on gambling. They hooked on idling, worshiping other people. They hooked on drugs. They hooked on perverted sex, perversion, sex. They hooked on corruption. But if you down with doing the will of Allah, you of the righteous. You say, well, there's some Caucasian that do the will of Allah, but they can't hold it. They can't sustain it. You know, because they can't have you knowing that they're bowing down to you. And they are jealous of that. Because they can't walk in the sun without getting sunburned. They got to put on suntanning lotion. And y'all say, well, you just prejudice of white people. I'm not prejudiced of white people. I'm just telling the truth. I know what they're about. You know, I know what they're about. I'm just trying to help you to the game. You can't trust a pale face and a smile. He's always up to something. Pat you on your back and smile in your face, pat you on your back, and stab you in your back all at the same time. And another thing, it's always the black woman that falls for all the gimmicks that the Caucasian have. So you'll see them on divorce court. You see them on family court. You see them on fraternity court. On all the courts, you're going to see black people falling for the nigger rigged system of this justice system, the political system. And they laugh at you because you don't talk the same language. You know, you don't be partying, getting drunk. But they the weak ones. This is Black Light. Stay tuned. More to come. To be continued.